What is going on, fellow stream viewers? This is Heath Nation 2465. It's just me today. No intro due to the purpose of this stream. There were other topics that came out today, whether it be in the world of football, the trade between the Dolphins and the Steelers. There was a bunch of other stuff going on, like Fluminense upsetting Inter Milan. That'll be for next Sunday, though. But today I wanted to spend this time on stream on this particular episode. Welcome to episode 33, by the way, or 32, I should say. I wanted to spend this time to cover a topic that a lot of us are still reeling from a week later. It's just... Let's pull up this tab. All right, let's pull up. So it was hard to find an article that best described it, but I had to go to NBC News. So YouTube star Mikayla Raines dies by suicide at 29. Husband blames online abuse. Raines created a successful YouTube channel dedicated to her advocacy efforts rescuing foxes from fur farms. So for those of you that don't know, Mikayla Raines ran the SaveAFox Foundation, and their job was to, as it says, rescue foxes from fur farms. So for those of you that don't know, foxes are a well-known commodity when it comes to the fur trade. Their fur is rather rare. Like, there are animals that are like that. Chinchillas are like that. There are a bunch of animals are basically shipped off. They're hunted down for their fur, and they're breeded as such. Even same thing with cattle. You breed cattle as a means to get more meat, and of course, you grow the young cattle to get older so that they can be put into the slaughterhouse, and before that they breed so that way the cycle continues. Basically, foxes were the same commodity, and it did break a lot of humanitarian laws, and that was the purpose for the SaveAFox Foundation, to basically get those foxes out of those farms, to prevent them from getting slaughtered for their fur. And Mikayla was the big cheese, so to speak, for this foundation. And a couple days ago, she took her own life. Animal rescue activist and YouTube star Mikayla Raines. That's another thing. She made her own YouTube channel for this. Died by suicide, according to her husband. She was 29. Ethan Raines announced her death in an emotional video on her YouTube channel Monday, so a week ago. He said that for years, his wife suffered from various mental health issues and struggled to cope with online criticism. She couldn't bear what she was feeling any longer, and she ended her life. And it breaks my heart that someone who is selfless and devoted her life to animals could have so much negativity pointed at her. So, this is really fucking sad. A lot of the negativity... Well, hold off on that thought. Let's keep reading. Because there's more layers to this story. It's just going to be too hard to read. Since then, she built a large following on social media dedicated to her advocacy efforts, accruing more than 2.4 million followers on YouTube and hundreds of thousands on other social media platforms. Ethan Raines said he performed CPR on his wife for 15 minutes before paramedics arrived. Reading that, death has not been disclosed, her cause. Just reading that, if I'm a betting man, it was probably an overdose. Either that or a shot to the chest. I'm just speculating. I'm not trying to bring any negativity. I'm just proposing a theory. Don't take it as me being malicious, okay? We continue reading. He encouraged people who are feeling lost and helpless to reach out to friends, family members, or crisis hotlines. And for those with loved ones who are struggling, to do something or say something before it's too late. Despite this being the biggest loss of my life, this is part of the video, which was also really fucking depressing, by the way. And feeling like I have a literal hole in my chest, I will not let Mikayla's light be extinguished, and I won't let negativity win. And I won't let her mission fall apart. Ethan, I salute you, buddy. So, there's a lot to unpack here. She had been dealing with, like he said, mental health issues. Depression, autism, and borderline personality disorder. That's some serious shit right there. And the harassment really got started on a subreddit known as SaveAFox Snark. And the purpose of these Reddits, these subreddit communities, is to just basically fling shit at people for no reason. You know, they find different parts of the video and they make baseless accusations. You know, it's no different than these fucking LGBT morons that watch like a Disney movie and they see this obscure reference or this obscure part of the movie and they're like, that's proof that the main character is queer. Like, stop. These people were doing that type of shit, alleging abuse, by watching random parts of her videos. And I heard that, I saw a couple of the comments in different articles, like, why doesn't she just ignore it? You know? Why would she go onto the internet? Well, first off, there were two reasons for this. One, a lot of the people that were flinging negativity at her were people that worked in other wildlife reserves, foundations, fundraisers, and whatnot, who were jealous of the fame and notoriety that she was getting off these videos. And a lot of these people used to be her friends. It's kind of hard to ignore when a friend betrays you like that. Or an organization that's supposed to be helping out with trying to preserve nature and wildlife are turning their backs on you, you know? And it leads to my second point. The whole thing with just mental health, it's a weird thing. Like, it's not as simple as just don't look at this website. I'm autistic. And even on the lower end of the spectrum, I will tend to struggle with the smallest things. When stress is building up in a situation where I'm having to do a lot of work, my mind will race a lot. And I've been doing stuff to try to cope with that. I will say that out loud. It's, for some people, it's a challenge. For some people, they get used to it. For others, it's just too much to bear. Because you'll look at something like an internet post and all those emotions, like, it's basically like the piston to a stock car. Your brain just goes boom, 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 boom. And you don't know how to process that information. So you go into this just state of mental shock, which eventually leads to depression. It leads to other shit. It leads to mood swings and all that. So it's not, in this situation, it's not as simple as saying turning the other cheek. especially when you have health issues where your brain is just not functioning the way that it should, and you're looking at shit through such a small magnifying glass that your brain just can't comprehend. It's just firing off left and right, up and down. You don't know which way the sun is setting. And on top of that, like I said before, a lot of these people who are on these snark pages making these heinous allegations against her were other members of the wildlife community. There were people that were working for nonprofit organizations. They were getting pissed off because they weren't getting any donations, but she was. So, of course, they were like, you know what? Why don't we just slander her? And a lot of those organizations had close ties to her. She felt betrayed. And like I say, I don't condone suicide, but when you boil the situation down and you peel the layers back, it starts to make a lot of sense. And I will say, after news of her death got out, the subreddit that was made to disparage and humiliate and harass. What's up, Matt G? How you doing? The subreddit, the snark subreddit that was made to harass the SaveAFox Foundation with baseless allegations, they deleted it. All the moderators deleted their accounts. There's still some people out there that are not backing down. They don't give a fuck. They're like, yeah, I did what I did. Fuck all of you. They're getting exposed right now. They've been getting doxxed a lot. I actually just turned over one of their docs to the FBI. So that individual, who shall remain nameless, is going to be getting a nice visit from the Fed in terms of assisted suicide over state lines. Because, yeah, when a crime happens, this is a law. People forget this. I remember my mom was like, you think the FBI wouldn't care? I'm like, yeah, they should, because it happened over state lines. They have to investigate cyberbullying at that point. So, here's the thing, right? First off, I have no issue with people getting their another person's docs legally with stuff on hand, tweets, Facebook posts, whatever have you. I say don't harass those individuals. Take all the information that you know about them, send it to the FBI like I did, send it to their local police, send it over to Ethan and SaveAFox so that way they can get some legal action going. You know, it's okay to be upset. Just make sure you direct your anger in a way that delivers justice, not vengeance. Like I just did. I could have easily taken that information that I got on this particular individual and done what I please. But I'm like, you know what? I'm sitting here waiting for this dentist appointment. Yeah, FBI, I would like to submit some tips involving assisted suicide. Like I said, guys, justice, not vengeance. Okay? Okay. But it also illustrates a point when it comes to cyberbullying, right? I'm all for roasting a motherfucker that's doing wrong, right? Doesn't matter if it's someone like Darkside Phil, Jake Paul, iDubbbz, Hassan Piker, Dollar Store Amaranth, or what was his name, Denims, whatever the fuck. If you're making an ass out of yourself on the internet, you deserve to be harassed for it. You deserve to be shit on for it. But even then, bullying has its limits. Because it's not a matter of what you say. It's not just a matter about it. It's who you say it to. Like, you insult Jake Paul, yeah, whatever. You know, who fucking cares? You insult Darkside Phil, okay. But you insult an individual like this, who has done nothing other than do what's best for her community, the public, and the wildlife that is in her area. Probably the most innocent soul that we've ever seen on YouTube to this day. That's when shit gets taken too far. That's when people need to step in and be like, hey, listen, asshole, it's not right for you to bully this girl that's doing nothing to you. Please stop. So, know who the fuck you're going after before you start saying any shit. Before you start any baseless accusation. Know your target. Know your enemy. Again, there's a difference between insulting someone like Darkside Phil and insulting someone like Mikayla. Two separate concepts. And as a result, we lost one of the most gentle souls that the world has ever seen. Because people just don't know when to keep their fucking mouth shut. And I want this to serve as a lesson that words have impact. Okay? And that's why I'm not bringing up any of the people who harass this woman. Like I said, I have no issue harassing people. Or not. Oh my God, that just sounds so wrong. I have no issue grilling someone, okay? Whether it be that Swedish douchebag Leffen, because he deserved it for taking games too literal to the point where it could have resulted in a man's premature death, you know, taking Smash and Melee too seriously. There's something like that, and then there's a situation like this where you're dealing with full-blown monsters. Not ignorant assholes, monsters that just want to see the world burn around them. I'm not giving them any publicity. I'm not calling them out by name. If you want to, you can do that yourself. If I'm going to call them out by name, ring, ring. Hello, I'd like to submit an anonymous tip. I don't know, man. I know I'm just ranting into a void, but it's just really sad. I shouldn't have to sit here at 7:30 on a Monday covering tragic shit like this because of a bunch of monsters on the internet who don't know how to work a job in their life, harassing someone that tried to make an impact on the world around her, the community around her, the life around her. I shouldn't have to do this shit. But alas, here we are, paying tribute to one of the most gentle souls that the world has ever seen. And I figured, you know what? Let's just watch a couple videos. Let's get rid of the seriousness for a moment. You see, guys, why I wanted to do this stream solo tonight. So, apologies to Andy, Justin, Charles for not getting the link. But, yeah, I have to. Sometimes I'm the one that has to run towards the shots. But here she is, taking care of a pet coyote. Let's look at that.
Come here! Oh my goodness! It's Dakota the coyote! It's Dakota the coyote! Such a good boy! Such a good boy! You want treats? Oh my goodness! Come here! Come here! Yeah.
Name another individual who's able to give belly rubs to a coyote. A freaking coyote. Not even that Tim guy that takes care of Weave. I don't even think he does belly rubs for his coyote. You got this gentle soul out here.
Such a good boy.
Giving a freaking belly rub to a coyote. Like it's a freaking dachshund. The most iconic fox from SaveAFox, of course, has to be Finnegan Fox. And here's another thing I want to bring up in that regard. No one ever thought of having foxes as pets. You know, foxes were there. You know, they had that one rise in the 2010s where everyone's doing, what does the fox say? They all got popular for a music video, but no one thought much of them as a animal. Until SaveAFox came by, and you start seeing personalities with each of the foxes that are being presented. And I want you all to keep that in mind as I play these clips for keepsake, all right? This is Finnegan Fox, like the most popular fox of the bunch.
Were you trying to take me with you, huh? You gonna take me down into your fox den? You gonna take me down into your fox den?
And this is the thing, it's so sad to know that these... It's just so sad to know that these foxes, that these animals that she took so much good care of, are not going to be able to see the one person that I know I'm stumbling over my words, but this is a really hard topic to talk about.
Huffany?
Oh, beautiful. Look at that white fox. He's so adorable.
Oh, you got toy, huh?
Oh, here they come, here they come. Here they come. Like, name me one channel where you get to see that much in-depth view of foxes roaming around like that. Hell, not even National Geographic can give you that much of a close-up view. And it's just going to suck because she was the only one that could even get that close to the foxes to be able to capture that stuff on camera. And it just sucks. It's just not going to be the same. It's just really not. Jumps through the window. Oh, this one's funny. This one's hilarious. They just go right up to the window.
my goodness, are you guys ready for dinner or what?
It just hops through. Like, hey, howdy. I just thought of this as I'm watching, you know. Those snark pages were really making allegations that those foxes were being mistreated. Now, let's say that they were being mistreated. Don't you think that the state would have stepped in and be like, hey, we've gotten these allegations. We need to investigate you guys. But no. No. They were just made because fucking why not? You can understand why I absolutely hate the internet sometimes. And why I don't fuck around with social media the way other people do. We're going to make this short and sweet. But, so many foxes at the window.
Oh my goodness. Who's hungry? Who's hungry? Oh my gosh. Finny?
How was she able to tell which one was Finnegan and which one was like Dixie Doo? Because they both practically look the same.
Serafina?
Serafina.
Matthias? Oh, Dixie? Dixie! Dixie! Come on, Dixie! Come on, Dixie Doo! Dixie? Matthias? Don't you want an egg? Come on, good boy. No, I already gave you one. Didn't I?
I don't think he gave any of the white foxes any.
Now you have me second guessing.
Yeah, I don't.
All gone.
This one right here is probably my favorite. Dixie runs away with my phone, tries to bury it. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mikayla was like trying to do like exercise or stretching or something, and Dixie just runs away with the phone. It's so funny.
It's recording. Don't you do anything to my phone.
Yes, she is.
Dixie, it's my phone. Dixie. Stop it.
That's a great camera angle. Just you can see her head like trying to chase her. That's amazing. It's just too bittersweet.
You try to bury it. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
That was hilarious. Look at this spot. It's just not going to be the same anymore. It's already been a week, and just it's going to take a long time. No one will ever recover. No one will ever have as much of a gentle soul and as much interaction to such a species as Mikayla did. It just sucks, man. 2 takeaways, all right? 1, actually, you know what? We'll go 3. Check on your loved ones. Reach out. Tell them how much you love them. Tell them how much you care about them. Be careful who you try to pick a fight with, because you don't know what someone might be going through at any given point. And 3, in situations like this where emotions run high and people want blood, think justice, not vengeance. Because like I said earlier, I could have easily taken that person's information and gone haywire, send pizzas, SWAT teams over there, but I did the next best thing. I got the FBI involved because it is a federal crime. Cyberbullying to this extent is a federal crime. And other than that, rest in paradise, Mikayla. If you would like to help out the group that you founded, website is right here, SaveAFox.org. They got a shop here. I might actually buy me something. I might actually buy this this artist. Man, that's so beautiful. $10 for that. That's what's up. Got plushies, kids wear, adult wear. Heck, they even got earrings. I might even buy one of these shirts. Fozzie, Finnegan. And if you don't want to buy anything, you can always donate, which I might do off stream with the little money that I have. Life's too short, people. Go out and enjoy it. Enjoy it just as much as Mikayla did. That's all I gotta say. Again, I'm sorry if I'm not my vocal self, if I kept stepping over my words. It's just, I waited a week to do this, and I'm at a loss for words. You know, people would be expecting me to go on a full tangent, fuck this individual, fuck that individual. I have no words. I'm just sitting here like, my world's turned upside down. I'm just pondering, how could people have just so much hate that they have to have a full-blown subreddit bullying an individual that has done nothing more than be respectful to wildlife and the public around her? I don't get it. I don't think any of us get it. And if you want to help in any way, I would say email SaveAFox, show some support. And if you have any information regarding the individuals that are responsible for this tragedy, don't go haywire with it. Turn it over to the police. Turn it over to FBI. Turn it over to SaveAFox. So that way proper legal action can be taken. Justice, not vengeance, people. It took me a while to come around to that, but here I am trying to preach it. I'm just going to end the stream right here. I'm not even going to do an outro. Hope to see you all Sunday. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled program. But for now, see ya. Rest in paradise. Mikayla reigns.